And good evening, dear ones. Robert Brzezinski with you. Tonight is Saturday, May 9th, 2020, and it is a glorious Saturday evening. Great time for a prayer call, a prayer session, a prayer opportunity. And you get to see me in my hat tonight because it's been a long day and done a lot of things. And you don't want to see the hair the way it looks tonight. Trust me. Uh, Good news, the world is beginning to open back up again a little bit, and I'll be getting a haircut sometime within the next, maybe next week. We'll see. In the meantime, thank you so much for being with us. My name is Robert Brzezinski. Today is evening prayers. This happens every evening at 8:15 p.m. And also morning prayers happen at 8:15 a.m. So you're welcome to start your day with us as well. And please know that the program's here for prayer, and I am here for prayer. My prayer book is here for prayer. It says it right there, prayers. If you send me a prayer request at that email address right there, revbriz@spiritevolving.com, I'll get that email, I'll get that in here, and we will make sure that that your prayer requests are being heard and being prayed on. Love to do that for you. Or if you'd like to experience a direct personal prayer for you and your desires and your experience of life, I'm happy to provide that as well. Just reach out and get scheduled for a prayer session or a spiritual discovery session as well. All right. Wow, what a great day. What a great evening. I know that, you all know I'm big on music, and I've been out playing in the music world tonight. It's kind of like club hopping, but I never have to leave my own house. So, and one of the great artists, Harold Payne, has said, you don't have to drive, it's Facebook Live. So, been out clubbing a little bit tonight, watching, I think I just saw, let's see, Sean Galloway, Faith Rivera, Daniel Nahmod, Eddie Watkins Jr., all this evening and all in the last few hours. So it's been a lot of fun to kind of bop around and do all that. And that's part of what the spiritual experience is about in some ways, is we're able to find that which is what aligns with us, where we find the truth for ourselves. And this time, and as we start to emerge from the cocoon, right? We've been locked down, we've been locked out, we've been whatever you want to call it. Now we start to emerge back into a new way of being. And you've heard me praying about that, and so many people that have been visiting with us praying about that. We get to emerge into a new way of being, a new way of experiencing life. And in that, every day, we're going to be faced with the choice to fall back into old habits, old patterns, or to continue to embrace the newness. And, I know for a lot of people, the newness is connecting across these media streams and finding new ways to be together in spiritual community, whether that's on a Sunday morning, watching live streams and watching a half a dozen in a day, watching a whole bunch of places, or whether it's an evening program like this or a morning program like our morning prayer. So I'm grateful you're here. I'm grateful we're getting to do this, because ultimately what's happening is we're creating a world that works for everyone. And that's our prayer tonight. So I'm going to move into that prayerful state and that prayer pose. I invite you to take on that prayer pose, whatever that may look like for you, whatever that may be for you. Oh, and just join in. If you're comfortable, close your eyes and just allow yourself to breathe. Allow yourself to breathe and to breathe and to be present. To be present to this moment. Present to this divine moment, this moment of recognizing that there is truly only one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence. And that one is having its being as all of life, everywhere present, everywhere active, everywhere operating, the oneness of life, God's life, taking shape on the planet, taking shape in consciousness, taking shape in the world, and then letting go. Letting go of the form that has been created and abandoning that form in order to take on new form, in order to take on a different shape. The evolutionary process of life forever spiraling upwards and outwards, creating a grander and more glorious vision of itself than ever before. And what I know is I know that each one that hears these words is a divine emanation of that oneness, is a divine part in this puzzle, a divine actor in this play, a divine brushstroke in this masterpiece that we are creating together called life on planet Earth. Each one representing a unique perspective, a unique thought, a unique idea, and each one bringing that greatness to the collective that is creating this grand world that works for everyone. There is an ocean rising, and I know that each one that hears these words is a drop amongst that ocean, and that together that ocean is swelling into something never before recognized, never before noticed, never before embraced. And yet, here today, we are standing in that place of bringing forth that beauty, bringing forth that truth so it may be embraced, so that the whole world may embrace their spiritual magnificence, so that everyone may recognize they are part of this grand scheme called life. Life everlasting, life ever beautiful, life, the life of God taking form on the planet. That's the good that's happening. That's the glory that's happening right here, right now. I recognize this truth, and I claim for each one that hears these words that same opportunity, that same recognition that there is a great and glorious emergence, evolution, revelation that is happening on the planet and is happening through everyone right now. In the smallest of deeds, in the grandest of deeds, in those that we never see coming, in those that seem so obvious, in those that we rail against and pretend aren't real, in all of it, there is so much good emerging on the planet at this time. New ways of seeing and being, new feelings, new ways of connecting across the ethernets and the internets and the interwebs and the whatever it is we want to call it. Because at the very core of it all, we are all always connected. Never separate, never divided, never opposite, never apart. Everyone, everywhere connected through this giant neural, mystical, metaphysical network of vibrational yesness, of energy, of the all the the cosmic soup of life. So no matter what the name, no matter how I perceive it, no matter what the image, the truth remains. The truth remains the truth. There is no deviation from the truth. And the truth is that God is all there is. God is source and supply, the never-ending wellspring, the one self-existent cause. And it expresses as my life, as your life perfectly, as all life perfectly. And I am grateful to know this, to be a part of this, to recognize this truth, and to speak it into the world. So I may remember, and others may see, and others may feel, and others may join. And eventually there is no other. There is just that deep recognition of the one, the oneness of life, here and now, present, active, operating on this planet to bring forth the next epoch, the next great paradigm of spiritual living. And I am grateful in this moment to be a present to it, to be a part of it, and most especially to know that God's got this. With that grateful heart, I release this word into the law that must say yes, that is already demonstrating the truth of this word, and release this prayer into God's law, knowing it is done, knowing God's got it, and there's nothing more I need to do. I get out of the way, let go, and let God be God. Plain and simple. And that's all there is. And I affirm this truth by just saying, and so it is. And so, it is. Thank you, dear ones. How much fun it really is to be here with you each and every evening, all the different times that we get to do this. So I'll be back tomorrow morning. Now, do keep in mind, there's some things going on. So tomorrow is Sunday, right? Sunday is always a great big day, all kinds of fun stuff. But a week from Monday, we're going to start the new program, Activate Your Soul's Purpose. Excuse me, a 21-day journey of enlightenment. This is going to happen every morning at 7 a.m. Mountain Time, 45-minute program, and it's going to happen inside a private Facebook group. So the group will be private. You'll be able to access the group. You can watch the replay of the experience. So if you're not able to join us in the morning, or if it's a little off time for you, once we're done, anytime after 7:45 a.m. Mountain Time, you'll be able to go into the group and watch the replay. It's what you share in the group will remain in the group, and everybody's being asked to remain confidential to that. I will be very strict in that. So we're really inviting you to come check it out. There's a website there on your screen, 21dayjourney.gr8.com. If you sign up there, you'll get an email on how to request access to the Facebook group. Or if you comment in the comment box and tell me that you're serious, then and you really want to be a part of this, then I'll add you to the Facebook group, and you'll see the rules and the our requests, and we'll get you involved. But this is going to be a really, really fun program, 21-day journey. And it's absolutely, and this is based on a gift economy. So this is an absolute gift to anyone that wants to be a part of this. There is no financial commitment at all. And I live in that complete trust that if I can gift this to you, then gifts will be returned. And if that gift comes through you, hey, great. And if it comes through somebody else, hey, great. I don't want anybody to say I can't because of a few bucks. Let's utilize this time. Let's energize and empower. Even if we're going back out into the world and back into work, well, hey, I'm getting up even earlier in the morning to make these things happen. So I invite you to join me on that. I think you'll really enjoy it. And remember the good news. Good News Radio, and now the good news of weekly 15-minute podcast sharing the good news stories that have come across my desk. Episode 43 is up right now, and I'll be recording episode 44 sometime late tomorrow afternoon, actually. So, all right, I'm out of here, folks. I love you. Peace and blessings. Have a great rest of your Saturday, and enjoy your Sunday morning. It's going to be a good one. Mother's Day and all kinds of fun stuff happening out there, too. So, I love you. You are blessed, and you are amazing, and I want to leave you with this.